Hi, my name is Chris Tilley, and I'm the Collaborative Learning Hub Administrator for the George Mason University Arlington campus. Today I want to share 3 tips with you that will greatly enhance your video presentation. These are tips that are often overlooked when people are shooting, especially using a webcam. The first tip I want to talk to you about is called framing. Now this shot is a bad example of framing. There's a whole lot of distance between the top of my head and the top of the screen. We've also got this light here. How do we correct this? Simple. We're going to move the camera. Now I've got the camera at eye level. There's just a little bit of room between the top of my head and the top of the screen. And let's say that this is about the middle of the screen. You want your eyes to be over the middle of the screen. So this is an example of good framing. The second tip that I want to talk about has to do with the background of your video. Now, some people might play it safe and just have a white wall, but I think that it's really boring and it doesn't look good. Somehow it's actually more distracting than having something in the background. On the other hand, you do want to make sure that whatever your background is something that complements what you're saying. So, for example, if you're giving a lecture, you want to appear scholarly and knowledgeable, so a library like this might be good. Another thing you want to consider when you're choosing your background is this. Don't have a window in the background. It creates a silhouette effect, and that way people won't be able to see you as well. The third tip that I want to talk to you about is very important. It's about sound. The audio of your video is just as important as the video. Now, you're probably shooting this in your office or maybe at home. Let's say you're in your office and you're shooting with your webcam. Your office might be quiet, but what about your neighbors? Are they talking really loud or are they on the phone? You might want to pick a time in the day when there's not a whole lot of chatter going on, and that way you'll be absolutely certain that it's going to be quiet. Another thing that you need to remember too is that before you start shooting, and I can't stress this enough, you really want to make sure that you turn your cell phone off. Alright, so let's review those 3 tips. 1. The framing of the shot. Keep your camera at eye level and try to make sure that there's not a lot of room between the top of the screen and the top of your head. 2. The background. Pick something that looks natural and make sure that you don't have a window in the background. 3rd, quiet on the set. No noisy neighbors and silence your cell phones. Following those 3 simple tips will certainly enhance the quality of your next video.